what is next? So what is next is I want to separate. So what I want is to split this in two and have the to-dos on the left and the don'ts on the right and make them go from one side to the other. Now, I'm not sure if I want to mess with the math myself or mess with Windows. I don't know what's gonna be more messy. I mean, let me spend 5 minutes, see how far I get. New window. It doesn't have documentation, right? So what do I like that, fuck's sake? When I return the pointer to a function, yeah, that's fine. Ncurses, new window. Lines, columns, begin with. Okay, so that's its size and position. Okay. So the size lines. So the size is height. Okay. Shit, but that means it's not gonna resize. It means it's not gonna resize because if I do this, and position 0, 0. I think you need to. Well, I think let's draw up a refresh here. And let me comment this, because maybe I'm overwriting it. And then I think you had to, well, yeah, there is no window because there's border, I think it's called. What the f. But it doesn't, it needs everything. It says to say use box. Is it box? Maybe it's box, but I want it. But it doesn't do it. Because I erase it here. It's probably that, right? It's probably because of that. There you go. There you go. But yeah, if I do this. Trippy. Plus it's not, it needs to be minus, no, not columns, lines. Yeah, okay. And is there let me put this here. I think you need to refresh every window independently. I think. Is there a resize? I saw resize. So resize this window to height minus 1 and twice. Is that gonna work? And now we have some fucked up again. it's again the same thing, because it's too late. Because it's blocking the input. Yes, it's too late. I don't think I need this erase, to be honest. I don't think I need this erase, and it's causing more trouble than I need. So I'm gonna do this for now. Okay. So now can we resize it? Maybe something like this. Yep. Okay. Okay, so we have a window. We have a window, ladies and gentlemen. So now let's make another window. And do I need these? Because let's be honest, I'm just overwriting it inside the loop, so like I'm just doing it here, so it doesn't really matter. No? Okay, and now I need to do right, but now I need to be a little bit smart because I want this divided by 2. This is right, and this is divided by 2. Okay, let me pause in there and spare you 20 minutes of debugging, which I couldn't have figured out, to be honest, if it was not for the help of the chat. So the problem I was having here, it's multiple. So first of all, I didn't know that using the window at 0000 created automatically kind of like a special full window mode, and that's why things were automatically tracked, like the border of the full screen window was tracked when I was moving and resizing the entire terminal. That's one thing. Then here where you see me trying to move the window, I actually was using the wrong function. You see, wmove doesn't move the window, it moves the cursor inside that window, right? In the same way we move the cursor on the global screen to draw in specific places. If you use wmove, you're moving the cursor on that specific window. Big mistake. It took me 20 minutes to realize that. So at the end of this, I changed it to the proper method that actually moves the window. Another thing, which I'm not sure if it was part of the issue because I tried so many things during this that I don't remember, but the other problem we had is that if you try to move the window outside of the screen range, it may fail, or if you try to resize it, it may fail. So you don't see any issue. There is no, I didn't find any error or anything. It just didn't do anything, which kind of like derailed me for a long time. Anyway, that's what happened. That was like 20 minutes of debugging and help with the chat, so we can continue because at the end I was able to move a window. Bruh. Okay. So I was moving the cursor, not the window. Okie dokie. For fuck's sake. Okay. So let's try back. Let's go back to that. So, okay. So this seems fine. And now I want to go 0. And now we saw how it didn't move it, but it makes sense because it cannot move it because it doesn't fit. But this fits. Okie dokie. Dude, that was 3B. And this makes a full screen window. That's good to know. So I want to W refresh this and I want to delete it here. Okay. And now I need to let's just do this and do this and move window to 0, although it doesn't do anything. Let's see. Okay, that's what I wanted. Is it that hard? Is it that hard? Now, if I do this, I want to see if it makes some issues. Yeah, see? Why? Ah, because I'm drawing the bottom bar in there. No, I want to draw it. I want to draw this directly on the screen. I don't want to draw it in a window. And that's fine, okay. And I don't like that it flickers so much. Why does it flicker so much? Because on the loop I'm doing an erase. Maybe I don't need the erase, but I think I will. Okay, anyway. So now I can draw this into the window, and let's say we draw it into the left one. And we have it there, okay? And I need to set the attributes, I guess. Attributes. Window attributes. Dude, this window stuff is very annoying. Honestly. And it flickers like hell. I wonder what is the thing that makes it flicker. This erase. Okay, this erase source this, but then if I do this, you see that this grab me. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it like this for now. So now, how do I? So if I want to say, for example, so here, if I want to say move the audio at string in the left window at 0, 1, and I want to say okay, todo. So that's gonna draw it on top. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Now I want to draw this. Let's say title. So I want to center it. So I need to draw it at the. So this is the width of the window. So this is the width of the window, right? So I want divided by 2, so I have the center of the window, and now minus title that count divided by 2, so I have half of the size. Okay. Yeah, some integer conversion. Okay, so that's what I wanted. So I wanted to do in there, and I guess I can put a couple of spaces here for the fancies. Okay, and now I want the same for the right, but the right is slightly different because it needs to be here. So that position is fine, but I need to add all of this. I think. Probably not. I think I'm just gonna do it when I factor out the code for this. Yeah, but the flicker, it's not actually coming from the resizing itself, but from when I erase. And I'm not sure if I actually need to erase or not. Like, I think as long as you render on top of things, should be fine. It's when you don't. And yes, I guess if I checked if the size changed, then I could erase in there, and it will just flicker there. But it just feels weird that it has to flicker, you know. So for now, I'm not gonna bother with that, and I'm gonna just check later, I guess. I think I want to have a list, and it's gonna be an array of todo. But I also want to keep track of the current, which again is I guess an optional integer, because it can be empty. And now here I guess I need to say this is, I need to split this up. Todos. I guess I can have lists, right? And this is gonna be an array. It's always gonna be two lists. Like let's not do that yet. Let's not. So first of all, I want to get rid of this. So now I want tons. So this one goes here. Okay. Which in theory means I don't need this, you know, but I'm just gonna keep it and make sure I keep consistent the list with the status, because it's gonna help me later when I have to save it and when I have to decode it, and also it makes it so I don't have to keep track of that outside. But you know, like maybe that's not the best decision, so whatever. So now there is a lot of things that break. So this renders todos. So I guess I should factor out. Here I can just move this into a func draw list, and I can say, so this is the list, and it's gonna be a list struct, and this will go to the elements. And the list now has a current, so I think that's it. Yes, and I need to specify the window. And what the heck is the window? It's just a pointer. It's an opaque pointer. Okay. So window, and I guess I can put a name on the list, which I don't really want to deal with changes, although I guess it doesn't matter, right? And I'm just gonna put name here. Sorry, list name. Now, yeah, this gets a little tricky because I need to. So I need to move the code to going up here. I'm gonna say up. So I need to know which list, but let's say todos for now. Todos up. Yeah, of course I need a list, but I need to check for, yeah. So this, it's a list, right? The name is to do. It starts, we can make it start at 0 because the array has content now. But eventually when we parse it, we probably don't want to hardcode that. If this is done, we can do this and we can do that. Okay. So there is that. So if we say to-dos up, it's fine. Then to-dos down. We want to clamp it here. And select. And we do this. Something like that. Something like that. So now we can code here. Yes, if you're going up, if current is next, we need to make sure the current is different than nil. Otherwise, if you're trying to go up and well, wait a second. No, first I need to check that it's not empty. Although yeah, well, now it will start mattering. So if it's not empty, we can say if let current, and if it was not, we just put that 0. And if it's this, yeah, this doesn't play nice because I want to override this, so I can just do this instead. I can do nil here and for some wrap here. And now at the end of the day, I just need to do this. So in theory, this code and I should be able to do this, but plus, right, and elements. Guard let current. Not even sure I need this, to be honest. But okay, now this should okay. I am not calling draw list. So draw me the list of to-dos on the left window and draw me the list of dones on the right window. Ooh. Ah yes, I mean, dude, if you can create the windows, just crash. Okay. Say what? Ah, because I have the window hardcoded everywhere. Okay. Now it's more like it. Okay. So we can do this now. Cool. Now, I need another piece of state to only draw the highlight when you are on the tab, on the correct tab. And I guess I need to find the ASCII code for tab again. Yeah, and for that I'm gonna say var current tab, I guess. I'm gonna say 0. And I'm gonna say is current tab boolean. And is the current tab if the current tab is 0, otherwise it's gonna be false. And this is 1. And now when I'm doing this, I need to do it only if it's the current tab. And this in theory should give me a way to highlight. Yeah, okay, so I'm just highlighting this one now. Cool. And it's not crashing. Okay. So now the next step is to do the tabs. So I mean, this seems to be working, so let's just keep doing it the same way. So tab ASCII32, and I want the current tab. So if the current tab is 0, put the current tab at 1. Else, put the current tab at 0. So we can switch between these two. There you go. And when you're here, and we're still selecting that because we need to change it. Okay, getting there. Fancy. Okie dokie. So now, to end the day, I want to move the tab, the to-do, to the other place. And that's this code, basically. So this code, how do I do that? So I guess I can just return here the to-do. But I guess it's optional. Okay. And then I need another mutating function to add a to-do, which in theory just elements multi-line to-dos. I have no clue. That's something I wanted to know, like if the window actually helps with that, because otherwise all of these things, I mean, okay, besides the fancy borders, that's nice, it's a one-liner, but all of these, I've done this in the past, it's like, you know, it's just some manual H tag or split horizontal thing that's just the math for you. So the only good thing I'm seeing now for the windows is the fact that the 0, 0, it's inside the window. Basically this is 0, 0, so you don't have to keep that around. But for that, I can just do my own split. So now, if they handle somehow multi-lines and all that stuff, that's another thing, but I doubt they do it. But we'll see now. Just let me move this. So I want to add append the element, and I think that's it. So now if I go back to this guy, so if you found the to-do, yeah, but I guess I need to check. Okay, if current tab equals 0, do this, take the to-do and insert it in the dons, add to-do, and it's going to be flipped automatically because the select does that. Right. Now otherwise do exactly the same, but flip the dons with the to-dos, and of course we can compress this, but I'm too tired, so I just want to make it work and go for food. Say what? Ah, well, yeah, of course I'm removing that. should actually do remove add current. Boom, boom. The open down don't work. Ah, because I'm just doing to-dos, of course. Yes. So I need to do this. To-dos down. Again, this code is coming messy, but you know, now that we have what I want, I can now start, you know, refactoring and compressing it. Not before, because before you don't know what you want. The thing I don't like is if you remove the last one, it should go up. Why it doesn't go up? I'm sure that okay, yes, because when I'm doing this move around, I should clamp again the index. Yes, okay. So I think I'm gonna just put a, you know, a clamp. Rotating func clamp. And I'm gonna do this. Say clamp. Except that I need to make sure if it's not empty, because otherwise just put it to nil and that's it. And now if it's not nil, clamp it, because if it was nil and you try to clamp it, maybe we can reset it to 0, I guess. I'm not sure if that case even happens, but whatever. So we clamp this after going up and down, and after the select this is not changing anything, so I guess I can just do it here. And after adding, do I want to change it? No, because adding shouldn't. I don't think it should move it. I don't know. Let's see how it feels. Boom, boom. Okay. So if I'm the last one, yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think clamp. Guess I can do if you're adding and current was nil. Go clamp. Or just current equals 0, I guess that will feel better. Yeah. Feels much better. Feels much better. And now, what did I want to do? Ah yes, this code. What is this code? This. So I want to do, if it's the current tab, set this. So I basically know in which tab I am. Okay, see? So now you don't have anything, but you still know that you're on that tab. And then you go here, and you can switch tabs. And it keeps the current selected index, even if you change tabs, which is cool. Okay, that's nice. So I think that's everything I wanted to do for today. The next thing that we have to do, and I guess we can put some to-dos here. So to-do, insert new to-do, haha. And I think that's pretty much it that for this exploration. I don't think I want to go like super further for now. I think I had enough fun with this. But yeah, let me check what UPR was saying. Let's see. Let's put another thing here. Will this long and done to do go multi-line or what? Yes, so it seems like it keeps it in the window, but it doesn't even give a shit about the... That's like, yeah, that's not very good, to be honest. See, I thought the window was gonna do more for me. And I guess this will be cut. Yes, see? So it goes multi-line and this overrides it because we're drawing it later. So yeah, it doesn't help at all, the window in this case. I don't know if the window has some settings, you know, for helping with this. I don't know. But well, I mean, it's fine. Ah, yeah, of course. And to do read from file, markdown to-dos, and save to file. I think that's it.